the building. Let's go.
Live with the Woodlog Roar!
Let's go.
Let's go.
Y'all know what this is. Peace and blessings. It is your boy, Eli Rax, a.k.a. Vibes, and welcome to New York Revival, where it's not just sports, it's entertainment. And I'm here with my brothers, man. You guys know who they are. And that's Mr. Glass Half Full, and that's...
Speed the Genius.
Let's go.
He's never done the same thing twice. Never
Never done.
I've done 100 shows with him. Not once has he done the same thing twice.
Dude, I wonder how many shows.
It's actually a lot more than 100.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
gotta be like 300 or something.
Lifetime, it's got to be up there. Yeah.
All right, we got to do something.
How am I not
like
sick of this
500.
guy?
Whoa.
Right. And of course, to my brother with the big cojones. He's amazing. Trailblazing, the humor god himself. El Jefe is in the building. And shout out to you.
I want to
Yes,
keep
you
that
the
hoop there.
revivalist in the
just for
chat.
that.
Yeah, right. Shout out to you. Yes, you the revivalist in the chat. Please hit that thumbs up, share, and subscribe. We do appreciate all the support. Guys, we have a special guest in the building. But first, man, let's just... How was each other's weeks, man? Let's go around the room. F, what you got, man? How's your week, brother?
Damn, I know this question's coming, and I'm unprepared every time.
I know.
That's why I go to y'all first.
This was a pretty low key weekend. I don't have anything major. The Giants ruined my Sunday for the last time this year. That was the game where you're like, okay, they are not going to be able to upset me the rest of the year. Happens every year, as I stated in the video. Sometimes in September, never later than October, but they let you know that they can't hurt me anymore, and that's where I'm at. I'm going to put on my brave face and have some fun tonight.
Let's go, Speed.
Yeah, it was one of those weekends where I had two kids' birthday parties, so bounced it all around, dude. I did sneak in golf. I stuck in 9 holes on a Saturday. Very, it was a mission.
You snuck what in 9 holes?
Hey.
Nice. You sound so the second party was watching the Eagles-Giants game at my my brother-in-law's house with all the Eagles fans around me. So started off okay, and then as soon as the Scatterbo injury happened, it was just all downhill from there. All downhill. Like, I walked away and I think somebody's like, "Is he crying?" So it was not good, bro. It was not good, but I made it out alive. I do have to repay a bet though at some point during the show.
It's funny. It's funny how he uses revival as leverage here for all these bets here. That he's got to take this.
Always be contending. Always be contending.
Buddy. Let's go. Come on. If I'm gonna do it on social media, I might as well do it in front of the, couple hundred that we have, if not 1,000 that we got in here. And the numbers are going up, and I think it's because of our guest. I gotta be honest.
Yeah,
it's always our guest.
They're like waiting around the building right now. They're like, "Let's go, let's start the show."
Guys, what the hell are we doing, man? Hefe, cue my music. And guys, if you don't know, now you know. This guy is a brother of ours. Been on the show dozens and dozens and dozens of times. Guys, he knows his ball. And just when you guys counted him out, oh boy, this guy's kicking y'all teeth in each and every time because he got a new host as well, Sean Morash from the afternoon shows of Tiki, Barbara, and Journey. And these guys here, said that wrong, but you guys know what it is. Know what it is. Of course, it's our special guest in the building, talking Giants 1/2, Justin Penik. Round of applause! Round of applause! Round of applause! Round of applause, my brother. How's everything? How you been? What's going on, man? How you been, brother?
Oh, fellas. I mean, we've broken bread before. We've talked ball. We've watched the Knicks. We got the Knicks on now. There are one hope for sanity in this city.
Indeed.
I'm doing great. We're gonna talk some ball. I didn't notice the shirt I was wearing today. It's a
Oh, nice.
I didn't notice that either.
Fire New York
Yeah.
football.
Nice touch.
We decided to put that out this year. So
Great.
yeah, no, fellas, it's great to join you. Let's have a nice lighthearted Giants Eagles recap, and then we're gonna give some we're halfway there awards, and I'm excited.
Yeah, let's do
Let's
this,
go.
buddy.
Now, guys, of course, we had the game. Philadelphia Eagles. Unfortunately, we lose the heart of this team, which is Cam Scatterboo, guys. Terrible loss here with the Eagles. So I just want to get y'all feel of the temperature around the room. Is the season over for the New York Giants? And Mr. Glass half full, I'm going to you first because
great.
you shed some tears, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was that very moment. Like this season was set up to at least be fun, right? Like we there was some fun happening. Like we lost neighbors that took a little bit of the fun away. Then at least Dart and Scatterboo were cooking themselves. They were headbutting each other. It was some good old wholesome fun. And then they just had to take the half piece of our fun away that we had left, and it just took that light that was right at the end of the tunnel. Like I saw some light, and then it just took it right away for me. It all really started with the Broncos loss, to be honest with you. Like once we lost that game, you were staring. We said it on the show. You were staring 2-6 in the face, and here we are. And then I would have been fine if that happened with Scatterboo still here, but the combination of those two were just too much for this little heart to handle. And I'm sad again. But we're gonna make the best of it. We're gonna make the best of it, right?
Justin, let's hear your thoughts.
Yeah, over the last couple weeks, there were 2 reasons to watch the New York Football Giants, and half of those reasons are now gone.
Yeah.
And even even if you want to bring it back to 5 weeks ago, there were 3 reasons to watch the Giants. And now 66% of the reason why somebody would turn on a Giants game is they are now both gone. So is the season over? No. Literally the season is not over. You want to know why? Because we're now back to saying that 9 games left is a threat. 1 week ago, even with Cam Scatterboo and Jackson Dart together, I was saying, you know what, devastating loss to the Broncos, devastating loss to the Saints. Obviously, you were 0-3 even before Dart, but, ride the highs and lows of the season, right? 10 games left. And I was excited about those 10 games.
Mm-hmm.
Now Cam Scatterboo goes down and 9 games left we're back to saying that as a threat. Like, oh no, don't tell me there's 9 games left. So no, the season's not over.
Right.
We'll see what they look like, man. If Dart really is that guy, then maybe we'll see some good stuff. But I just don't know. Besides Dart playing hero ball, where that's going to come from on this offense. So we'll talk more about that.
Absolutely.
And that's what Dart is going to have to do the rest of the way. It's just a ridiculous amount of pressure and expectation. But I think he's passed with flying colors. For a rookie with a handful of starts, what else could you ask for from the kid so far? And it's just another quarterback on the Giants in a crap situation. And Sunday was among the most miserable games in my memory, just because if it wasn't the fact that you're just playing a better team, the Saquon factor, his first touch goes 65 yards, untouched for 6. And then the refs are just bad on both sides, but catastrophic towards the Giants. And not giving you a chance in that game to even get momentum going, because every time you make a play, nope, bring it on back, not happening. And it's just like, well, then what the fuck are we doing? We can't compete because they're better, but then the refs are holding us down. Then one of our 2 best players on offense goes down with a fucking disgusting injury. And it's just like, what else? What else can happen? And like the blue tent was getting very crowded on Sunday. And it was just like, that's it. Like, here we go again. And it's unbelievable how we end up back here again. Eli, give us some good vibes, man. How are you feeling about it?
After that,
the
the season over? Obviously not, right? Like, we got some more games to look at and etc. I'm actually pretty happy that we have some more games to look at, because now we get to figure out what Brian Daboll is going to do. Is he going to be the guy to stay here after the season? Is Jackson Dart really him? So if that growth and development is there and he can develop Jackson Dart, that's a plus for us, right? Cordell Flott's still been having a great year as well. So I like to see him continue that. And let's see if freaking Abdul Carter gets his first sack, for goodness sake, right? So there's so much to look at. There's so much to look forward to be like, man, the season's completely over and it's out the window. No, I'm excited about it. This is, I guess, the worst season I actually felt excited about since the Daniel Jones era. Because with Daniel Jones, it was like, God, man, this is over and it's nothing we can look forward to. There's something we can look forward to here with this team. So, yes, we're losing. We expected to lose the season. I guess not this bad or whatever the case was, because we all picked the over, at least for me. But I'm excited to look at the future. These guys are here. I wish Cam Scatterbo was here, but we still get to see what Tyrone Tracy's about because we had a small sample size. So there's still some stuff to look forward to within these 9 games. So I'm excited.
And we like Tyrone Tracy. We're fans of him. And and Justin, I know you are too. You got to spend a day with him and create some good content with him.
Yep.
He's a good dude. He's a good player. It's just Scatterbo just brings totally different energy on and off the field. I think that's what is going to be felt even more than he's been great on the field. I think he scored 7 touchdowns in 5 games or something. Like, he's been phenomenal. And now you're just going to miss his voice in the locker room, the energy, the brotherhood that he has with Jackson Dart and how they help lift everyone else up. That's what we're going to miss just as much as the production.
Yep.
I want to bring this up because this was my first opening thought on Sunday when we did our show, where the phrase and the idea of losing as a disease with this football team is just ringing through my brain. And I finally think we somewhat found the right antibiotic, if you want to use this metaphor. You finally found the right antibiotic in Jackson Dart and Cam Scatterbo.
Yeah.
And why I say that is I think what a disease is an infection, and this franchise has been infected by losing. Like, no matter what they do, they find a way. They are infected by it. And you had these 2 guys in here who were 2, and I say this not as a slight, but 2 kind of young and dumb to know any different. Like, you're like, oh, you're so like, what do you mean you're supposed to lose here? What do you mean that's what you guys usually do? Like, Darius Slayton throughout his NFL career has found ways to lose. Brian Burns, really good player, has been on nothing but losing football teams. Dexter Lawrence, nothing but losing football teams. They have just, and even last year's draft class, like they got that sniff of it because we thought that last year's draft class would have the impact that maybe some of these guys this year were having, and it wound up not happening, and they wound up losing a lot of football games. So losing is a disease here. My worry is that if you take half an antibiotic, right? If we were viewing Dart and Scatterbo as like the thing that's going to fix this team, what happens when you only take half an antibiotic when you're sick?
I don't think it works as well, Justin.
It ain't going to work. It ain't going to work.
You don't get better. You still are sick. So that is now my worry with Jackson Dart is he is saying all the right things of, I refuse to lose. I don't want to lose. And I don't want this to be accepted and become a norm. That's not what I'm used to. And that's true for a lot of guys that come in here. But I am worried that if you get beat up for another 9-10 games, how will that impact confidence, moxie, and the things that we like about Dart, who he is off the field, and then also it reflects how he is on the field?
And you know what? That's a damn good question, because here's the thing. Like, I looked at quarterback like a Daniel Jones, and I hate to keep bringing him up. But when you look at the Daniel Jones of the world, like, he just didn't have the mental fortitude to get over humps like that. Like, he couldn't even take Brian Daboll throwing a tablet at him. You know what I mean? Jackson Dart is built different. Like, he's going to give you if you give it to him, he's going to give it right back to you. He's going to talk back as well. You know what I mean? So I just think he has the mental capacity to handle the losing and still tries to find a way to be like, you know what? We're going to win each and every game no matter what. He's nuts. I guess he's crazy, like you said, young and dumb just. So with that in mind, you don't want to fizzle that out. So as Brian Daboll, you got to sit there and keep telling him, yeah, you are the best. You are going to win. I don't care if we lose every damn Sunday, but you are the best. You are going to win. And that's what keeps this guy confident. And the fact that the Giants have no number 1 wide receiver They were running with Cam Scatterbull and still putting up 25 plus points each game. That shows you this kid is studying and is doing this thing and getting better at it. So I just want to see him continue that progress, win, lose, or draw, because to be honest with you, some of the defenses wasn't helping him at all. You know what I mean? Or the offense at all in some of these games. So as long as he continues to grow and we see that, I think the confidence will always be there, knowing that I got a chance to win this. Because look, he threw the interception and still went back and scored a touchdown on his own. That's moxie, man. That kid got it. He's a gamer. So I don't think that goes away with all this losing. It's just like, yo, defense, pick it up, or I'm doing my part. Hurry up and pick it up here. So it's just a matter of time. I think it's there, though. I think it's there. I think he's the stronger dose of the antibiotic. That's what you're saying, in my opinion.
Yeah. Before we get to the games here, the award show, Eli, can you play that sound for me?
Yes. Oh, shoot. Holy, we got it already.
Holy shit, a super chat.
Let's get right in.
All right, let's go. Justin's like, oh my God, these sounds.
Soundboard is awesome. I'm new to that.
Some of it's Eli and some of it's right here. I'm not going to give away our secrets. Never mind. Tuto. Spiro, this is all you, buddy.
Tuto salutes to kings of NY. I would say
New York
NY
sports
media. Let's
media?
just say, yeah, NYS. Yeah, I like it. NYR, Hefe, Speed, Vibes, JP, and all the diehard fans across the pond. Greetings from our entire club, currently in Sydney, Australia. This guy just travels the world, man. Just lives his best life. Love you, Tuto. You're the best. Thanks for coming through, my man.
Appreciate the hell out of you. We're going to keep rolling because we got 6 of these and we want to get on with the award show, but keep these coming because after the awards, we will get back to them. Chris Peace, good evening, fellas. Trying to beat everyone else to the super chat race. Second place ain't bad, Chris Peace. Welcome back, Justin, Legend of L16 Penik. Justin, how are the tailgates going? Are you you're still doing this, right?
So a little bit different this year.
Yeah.
I'm running like all the socials and stuff. So no tailgates this year, but I think I'm gonna wind up going to the Dallas game. Like it'll be the final game of the year.
Nice.
So like that game recap won't be as like big to go live. So I may be at the December 21st game against the Vikings, and then I also may be at the Dallas game too. So I'll
maybe
be
maybe we could plan to go to that Dallas one. That's a no pressure. Who gives a crap? Games right. Have a good time. All right, I like
cold, but who cares?
Non-stopper. Thank you. Dable might be a good QB coach, but not a head coach. His personnel and decision making is horrible. Bring new blood, just like the Patriots did. Where do you stand on this, Justin? Yay or nay to Dable?
Yeah, right now I'm team clean house. Jackson Dart and his good play isn't doing enough for me to ignore 4 years of mistakes and 4 years of bad roster building too. But if this is specifically about Dable, I still do think Dable has done more with what he's been given than Joe Shane, but I really don't think that's saying much.
Right.
Game day, we've had 3 years in a row with game day roster mistakes with the kicker. They've at least lost 4 games over the last 3 years with the kicker. And also, I really do think this season is a lot different if the Giants decided to move on from Shane Bowen like they wanted to in January. John Maris stood on that field at the end of the season in January, and we were all looking at each other like, Shane Bowen's going to get fired because he's like, I'm sick and tired of defenses going up and down the field. And we were all like, Shane Bowen's done, right? And then he just never got fired once they figured out that they couldn't find a more viable replacement. But still, they didn't believe in the guy. So somebody would have taken the job. Somebody would have sold you on some sort of good vision that they had. I refused to believe that there was nobody in the world that was going to take a defensive coordinator job in the NFL, even if it was for a lame duck head coach. I really do think this season is so much more different if the defense is even average, but they are not average. They are horrible. They are horrible. So those couple decisions, along with probably a couple other things, are why I'm kind of out on Dable. And then, of course, I'm out on Shane too. But if you're out on Shane, I feel like you also have to be out on Dable.
Yeah.
I mean,
because like, what's the scenario? Yeah, what's the scenario? Like you let Shane pick the next coach, and what if that first year is bad? How long do you keep running it back with Joe Shane? Like, so then the GM gets fired. Then you're limiting your GM search to the head coach that you hired. It's just this loop of this kind of human centipede of bullshit coming down the pike again.
Yeah.
So just clean house. Just clean house if we're gonna fire one.
like Joe Shane has obviously done some things better than he did in the first 2 years, but there's just been way more bad than good. And just even down to the way he speaks and the way he defends his decisions, that's a guy who's completely winging it, as far as I'm concerned. So I'm down with you, Justin, there. Here we go. Thank you, TP Way, the Giant.
All right, TP.
Giant switch to you, gentlemen. Which game was worse for you? Why don't we all?
Yeah,
I know this is coming later, right?
We're gonna wait.
We will answer this, TP.
But we'll answer that, TP.
Thank you, TP, for submitting one of the awards tonight.
Yeah, appreciate it.
So stay tuned, and we will absolutely get to this. Here's our guy, Max.
Oh,
we love Max.
Revivalist of the month, reigning double months, man. Shout out to you, Max.
What do the Giants need to do to avoid this season hurting Dart? Now, do you mean development or physical? I'm assuming.
Yeah, physically or emotionally.
I would say emotional.
A little bit of everything, right?
Because I was to say physically, he's in a little bit of control because he's just got to keep sliding and be smart like that, which he's not always. But the offensive line, it's a little different story. It's like fix one thing, something else breaks. The offensive line is not like an impossible situation to succeed, but then you have no weapons. They have not backfilled any kind of competitive wide receiver room. They got some tight ends they can use, but it's just going to be predictable now.
Yeah. I mean, I think they're going to listen. I like, as Eli said, we like Dart's moxie here. He's going to find a way. He was making those plays happen in that Eagles game. He was extending plays, keeping his eyes downfield, and he gets guys like Wan'Dale Robinson and Slayton, involved. Hey, we saw it last year with Drake May. You don't have to have a bunch of studs around you to show promise. And Drake May showed promise, and look at what he's looking like in year 2. Just keep developing, keep learning the game, and stay healthy. Stay healthy, man.
Totally agree. And guys, any other super chats left before we get going?
Yes, sir. One more from the curveball, Chris.
The curve. What up, Chris?
Now, this isn't part of this was just in a topic we were going to have anyway, right? We were going to talk about this anyway. So let's touch on it really quick. Kayvon played well so far. Basically, are you down to trade him? He's already back next season. They already picked up his 5th year, but he's come up in trade conversations. For me, absolutely not. The Giants' identity is the strong defensive line and the edge rushers. That's one unit that you can build on. I'm not trading it away for a wide receiver that we were losing with neighbors. So we're not going to trade away something to try and fix something else. A good wide receiver doesn't mean wins. We've seen that here. We had Odell. We lost a lot. So build the trenches. Give me that defensive line. Keep Tibbs. That's where I'm at. How about you guys?
Yeah, no, listen, I agree, man. It's just why trade away someone that you could build around, right? The depth on his roster is just still terrible. So no matter what, whether you think he's playing well or not, which I think this year he's actually playing pretty well, you don't trade that away. You just continue to build around it and build his roster around players like that. And you keep him, man. You picked up his 5th year, so you want him to be here. You want him to continue to develop here. And I think with time, as you can tell, I think he'll get better. He'll get better, and then you got to keep him around, man. So, no, do not trade Kayvon Thibodeau. Do not. It's a stupid idea. Stupid.
Yeah, I'm with that. I think he's had his best year as a run defender.
Yeah.
I think he's playing hard. I also think drafting Abdul Carter was a little bit of a kick in the ass to him that I think he kind of needed because he knows that, hey, that 5th year option's coming up. And either I want to get paid by the Giants or at least I want to get paid by somebody else. But even more than that, from like an actual football sense, Kayvon Thibodeau playing well, I think has allowed Brian Burns to be more versatile. Like, how often have you seen Brian Burns as like this off-ball linebacker that's making plays in coverage or, making plays on like these swing passes or these bubble screens? And it's like, what's Brian Burns doing out there? Because he's lining up kind of wherever. We thought that Abdul Carter, who also does that stuff, we thought that Abdul Carter was going to be that super ultra chess piece. Turns out that Burns and Carter are that. And I think a lot of it's because Kayvon Thibodeau is taking care of what he needs to take care of at the edge, and he's also giving you good pass rush snaps from the inside as well, where you can have all 3 of them on the field at the same time and not feel like lining anybody up on the inside or lining anybody off ball is a detriment. So Kayvon's made it very hard to take any of them off the field, and he's playing really well.
I'm with you, man. He's sorry, just real quick. He's put on good weight. He's matured. He's available. I mean, He's a good player. You keep good players. Sorry, speak again.
If someone's willing to give you a first round pick, I have to listen. Just like that's the starter for me because they don't need to trade him. Like you said, they have that 5th year already there. You could trade him next year. You could trade him in the offseason. You don't have to trade him now. Now the thing I worry about, and a rumor, and this could be bullshit, but Jordan Schultz dropped that tweet this morning, and there's rumors that this maybe came from a leak from maybe Kayvon's side. Maybe Kayvon's agent wanted to get this out there and
stir the pot a little bit.
Spark a trade. Get the conversation started. I don't know if he's just trying to get people worried so that the conversation can start to get him signed again. I don't know. But what worries me is that he doesn't want to sign back here. What worries me is that they drafted Abdul Carter, and he's like, you know what? I feel this kid breathing down my neck. I want to go somewhere else. And I've been here where there's a lot of losing and a lot of people getting pissed off. So we start winning quickly so that he wants to stay here. So that's what I'm worried about. If do not lose this guy and not get anything for him. That's what I'm worried about. And it's happened a lot lately. So
that's the cardinal sin. Yes.
Yeah.
And okay, last one, guys. I promise. For now, is it me or thank you, Brian P? Is it me or does this fan base focus more on firing Dable when they should be focusing on Shane for years of shit offensive roster construction? Eli, go ahead.
And listen, and this is why Justin said clean house, right? Guys, we've been down this road before. Did we forget what happened when we started to peel the onion back a little bit? I don't need to remind you. Go back into the dats there. I'm sure Justin will tell you too. You know what I mean?
You can't keep Joe Judge and fire Dave Gettleman.
Exactly. You just can't do. You got to clean house at this point, and this is why I think Merrick kept him. Right, Mara kept them both because it was like, you know what, y'all both going to continue to be at the hip to figure this thing out, and if you can't, then both of you are gone. I think that was the conversation that he had, bringing them back this year. So the fact that we're seeing the poor depth, the bad drafting because he didn't hit on much. Some of them are still question marks, and they've been here for 3-4 years at a time. Enough. If this isn't the year that you're supposed to win all these games and supposed to be competitive, injuries and they're not supposed to be a factor.
They're gonna blame it on the injuries,
but it's not supposed to be a factor because he's supposed to be drafted.
And Shane Bowen.
According to you can't though. You hired these guys. You bought all of these guys in. This is now 99% of your roster. Joe Shane is well as at fault as Brian Daboll. They both need to go at the end of the season. If John Mara decides to do that, which he should, they both need to go at the end of the season, no matter how many games they're winning. Right now, they're not going to win any more, especially without Cam Scatterbo and the rest of these guys.
So you've seen enough at this point, E? You're done.
You know what? Here's the thing, though. I like for me to say, I got to wait till the end of the season, unfortunately. Like, something magically could happen, and that's just me being selfish. They'd be like, something magical could happen to keep these guys here, their jobs. But with Cam Scatterbo going down, which was a great piece for you, that was helping out in the running game, it's going to be tough for them to win any games. No disrespect to Tyrone Tracy. I think he's going to be great, and he's going to fill in just as great. But I'm more – Singletary ain't the guy, in my opinion, to help out in that running game. So it's going to be all on Tyrone Tracy. So I don't see them being competitive and scoring much points unless Jackson Dart plays hero ball. So, I would love to wait to the end. I think we should as fans, but we keep losing. Those guys are gone, hands down. And it rightfully so. They should be.
Fair enough.
Yep. All right. Daniel Jones was not the problem. Fire Bowen. I mean, clean house, right? Like we're infected. Clean house. Let's have some fun now, though. Thank you, Shaw. It's time to have some fun. We understand the state of the team. It stinks.
Clear it out, boys.
But thank you very much for all the supers. We love you. And if you're watching on X, go ahead and hit the repost, please, if you don't mind. And hit the thumbs up on YouTube. We appreciate you guys. All right. Time to have fun already.
Guys, listen, man, shout out to the 702 building. Listen, man, give me some music here because I think this is a great part doing this, guys. I just want to let you know we have an award show present for you guys. Woo. All of us voted, and I was the tiebreaker in this here. Nobody knows who voted. Nobody even knows who won. All right, but this is going to be absolutely electric here coming in. Guys, we got some nominees right here. Let's get right into it. Today's the night where we say almost halfway, somewhat the season's. How do we frame this here, Speed? Almost halfway, but we're almost done season award for the Giants.
It's the halfway point award show. It's the halfway. It's a halfway-ish
Well,
point.
don't worry.
of-
They're
for the
adding
show.
they're adding another game for next year. So
Yes.
we'll have
Now
an,
we can
we'll
have
have an even number again.
I do want an even number. I mean, you need to be able to be 500.
Yeah, that is
Yes.
Something.
Agreed.
Right? Something.
Agreed.
So, guys, listen, man. We're gonna do the first nominees here. The most surprising player, and here are the nominees: Dexter Lawrence, Jackson Dart, and Cordell Flott. Guys, I just want to go around the room. Who is your guy? Quick, fast. Justin Penik, who did you vote for?
This is most surprising.
Yeah, most surprising.
Yes.
Cordell Flott.
Either good or bad. Good or
I
bad.
didn't-
by the way.
I did not see Cordell Flott coming. The fact that I mean, I didn't check this past weekend, but we were top 10 in passes defensed in the NFL, which is nuts. And at one point, we were a rotational player for Deontay Banks coming off on third downs, and we were still top 10 in passes defensed. So, man, I mean, I'm all for extend Cordell Flott, make Cordell Flott part of the team. So I am definitely most surprised about that.
Hands down. Hef, who did you vote for, brother?
I went Jackson Dart here, and Flott is a good one. Pleasantly surprised there. Jackson Dart just lit the league on fire. I mean, coming in as a rookie, we had no idea how long he was going to sit. Wound up only being 3 games, and he just kind of showed so much potential. Flashed. I mean, the win over the Eagles, the way he competed in these close games, he's. I think he has passed every single test, and he just has some rookie things to work out. But the Giants have reason to believe they have their quarterback. And that's as good as it gets.
Speed.
Yeah, so I went to I wasn't very glass half full on this one. I went to Negative Town, and my biggest surprise was Dexter Lawrence. I thought Dexter Lawrence was I know. I'm sorry. I expected an all-pro Dexter Lawrence, and that combined with how good our edges have been, I thought would have formed a dominating defensive front. And we haven't got dominant Dexter Lawrence yet, be it because of injury or whatever else, motivation, the baby, the
He could be tired.
Tackle.
He could be tired.
He's got a lot of things working against him. And, everybody's due for a little bit of a down season. But, man, if we could just get old Dexter back for half of it, I'd love to see it. I would love to see it. And that's most surprising for me that he's not there.
All right, guys.
Wait.
Drum roll, please. After the drum
Yes.
roll, we'll release the winner here because I was the tiebreaker. Winner is Dexter Lawrence. I have to agree with Speed, man. Yes, I was surprised of Cordell Flott. Yes, I was a breath of fresh air watching Jackson Dart. But Dexter Lawrence thinking up the joint. I'd have never thought.
Yeah.
Never thought.
He had probably one good game where he flashed, and you're like, he's back. The next minute, you're like, where did he go? You know what I mean?
Bring back old Dex.
Where are you, Dexter Lawrence? All right? You're nowhere to be found here, guy.
We love you.
Most surprising. We love you, man. We love you. I don't know what it is. I don't know if he's just tired. I don't know what it is.
I mean, that's fair
Man.
because that's a write-in for like a Pro Bowl performance every year. You just one of those guys, him and Andrew Thomas, you just lock him in as we have 2 top-tier guys, and he just hasn't been that. So that's fair. It's fair.
Totally fair. Guys, we're going to move on to the next category, man. The most likely to miss a tackle. And here are the nominees. Bobby Okereke, Dane Belton, or Tay Banks. Justin Penik, I'm starting with you, the guest of honor. Who did you pick, man? The most likely to miss a tackle.
I think the host made a mistake.
Oh, I did make a mistake. I'm sorry. It was supposed to be Nubin. My apologies.
We made the switch on
Yeah,
purpose
you see
because
that?
our boy Justin told us. You guys
I'm
made a
sorry.
mistake initially.
We're gonna take out Dane Belton and put in Tyler Nubin.
Even though
Yeah.
he's good for a missed tackle or two.
Yeah, no one
don't
cares.
disrespect
Yeah.
Dane Belton. You see that tackle at the goal line that he had against the Broncos?
That was a
Exactly.
good stick. It was a good stick.
Exactly. I apologize.
All right.
Justin.
So my winner, most likely to miss a tackle, I am going to go with Tyler Nubin, who was my pseudo write-in answer over Dane Belton.
Yes.
You're right.
Yes.
You're allowed to do this on this show. Yeah.
Yeah, Tyler Nubin has and anytime you say that somebody has a drop rate of 10% or higher or a missed tackle rate of 10% or higher, that's not good. And Tyler Nubin's missed tackle rate's 12.2% so far this year. And sometimes he doesn't even miss a tackle because what you have to do to technically miss a tackle is touch a guy and then not make a tackle. Sometimes he doesn't even touch the guy and he just takes bad angles. Man, it is so crazy.
What is it, Justin?
It's so crazy that this player who was so confident coming out of Minnesota, getting Antoine Winfield comps, and all that he did was make plays on the football. You want a stat on Newbin, and it has nothing to do with him tackling. But I'm going to give you a stat on Tyler Newbin, and it's from my guy Walt WBG84 on Twitter. Tyler Newbin is the only DB since 1999 to record 0 interceptions and 2 or fewer pass breakups combined through his first 21 starts. The only one since 1999 to make fewer plays on the football. And you want to know what he did at Minnesota? Make plays on the football. Yeah. That's not what this award is. This award is about missed tackles, and I'm going to give it to Tyler Newbin.
Let's go.
That was took us around the cul-de-sac to get back to he ain't tackling nobody.
That was incredible. Shout out to Justin on that. Very well put. Yep. Now we got to go with we'll go with half.
I'm going to be quick because Justin deserved that longer response. That was well worth it. I'm going to say Banks because in order to tackle, there's 2 things that go into tackling: form and effort, and he doesn't have either. He certainly doesn't have effort in anything that he does on the field, and it's Banks because he's not good at football.
Hands down, Spee.
Yeah, I'm going to say thank God for our write-in from JP over here because I'm going to go with Newbin. And he's also would be, if I had my most disappointing player, it'd be Tyler Newbin too because I thought he was really going to take that next step, man. You watched that tape in Minnesota. You saw some instincts last year too. He had almost, he had 100+ tackles or he had a bunch last year.
The opposite issue last year is that he was very physical and he was very good in the run game.
That was his thing. I thought that was his thing. We liked him. Damn it.
Oh, my God.
We suck ass.
All right.
Shane Bowen. Just blame it on Shane Bowen.
No. Yeah, you're right. Blame it on Shane Bowen.
All right. So the winner is, player most likely to miss a tackle is.
That was pretty obvious.
Tyler Newbin, man.
Pretty obvious here.
Landslide here, guys. There was no problem. I didn't even have to vote for this one, man. Tyler Newbin, you win the award. You suck. It's that simple. I don't need to really go into detail. What happened to you? What happened to that boy? I don't know. But either way, man, it's not here with the Giants. It just sucks. Terrible.
Come on, Tyler.
Terrible.
Justin, you said he had 13 picks in college.
Yes, I have it. I have it right here.
I think he's right.
I thought I heard that as well.
He had 12 interceptions and 9 passes defensed his last 3 years at Minnesota. And I think before that he had 1 in his freshman or sophomore year. So yes, 13 interceptions.
I mean, there's ability there. I just feel like it's an us problem too. It's not just.
And then we didn't even nobody voted for Bobby O, but Bobby O is taking a massive step back.
Oh,
Masso is overmatched. He shouldn't be playing this many snaps. And we just mentioned how many other players on this defense. We're not a good tackling team, and you're seeing it every freaking week. We're getting gashed on the ground.
Can I give so this is going to be on Talking Giants tomorrow because I spent a lot of time on this today. But I'm going to go on a little it's similar to the whole run defense thing.
I like it.
It's also kind of in the line of Dexter Lawrence too. So 49% of all rush attempts that the Giants have faced so far this year have gone outside the tackles. So it's about a 50-50 split.
Just about.
So when teams decide to run up the middle, the Giants are 16th in yards per carry allowed.
Not bad.
That's perfectly average, 4 yards per carry. But when teams run outside the tackles, they average 7.9 yards per carry. That is a whole yard and a half more than the second worst team in the Chicago Bears. And according to NFL Pro, that is the worst. They are the worst run defense over the last decade when teams run outside the tackles.
Just like a free first down every time. That's crazy.
So it's Newbin. It's Banks. I mean, really, all of them should win the award.
It's the whole
and Bobby Okereke. But it also makes me very frustrated, and this is with, in the line of, Joe Shane. It makes me very frustrated that, throughout the spring, there were whispers and conversations about, do the Giants, is Bobby Okereke going to be on the team? Do they like him? Are they upset with him? Art Stapleton, the most optimist of optimists in the world, came on Talking Giants and was like, something's going on with Bobby Okereke. And this was the spring. So this is obviously after the offseason, but they're thinking these things as they're operating through the offseason. What did they do to improve the run defense? They added no linebackers. 0 linebackers. Even if they were slightly worried about Bobby Okereke, they brought in nobody. Chris Board does not count. They brought in nobody at linebacker, and they drafted Darius Alexander, which it takes time for defensive linemen to form up, Roy Robertson Harris, and Jeremiah Ledbetter. And Ledbetter they wound up cutting. That's what they did to try and address the worst run defense in the league that they already had 2 years prior to that.
Yeah. They put all their faith in Micah McFadden, which, I like McFadden. He's a solid player.
They were bad with McFadden too, and McFadden
I know, but
they were bad with him.
Your whole defense can't that's what a bad plan. And then we talked about bringing Shane Bowen. They didn't want to bring Shane Bowen back. Bobby O wasn't supposed to be here. They just and then just let's just wing it. Let's see what happens. And we all knew that the problem was going to be on the edges because we don't. Although our edges are solid pass rushers,
they just run away from them. They run away from them.
Yeah. It's just unbelievable the plan that went into that defense. Let's just hope these good players will make up for the shitty plan that we put together.
And listen, we're talking about defense, and I want to get to his comment, and thank you, Nolan Boyd here.
No.
It'll never improve until they bring dogs, plural, in at the interior linebacker. Rush defense was bad even when Wink was here. Brady said Dable is doing well, and Spiro will JT Miller finally score tonight.
He's got to get one. He's got to get one against his former team.
Nice little spin at the end there. Well played. And it's our guy, okay? It's hard to do a show without talking about our guy. Revivalist of the year. You see the hashtag. Justin, can you imagine? We do the Revivalist of the month every month. And this guy just proudly hashtags every comment he makes because he's earned it. We are partly brought to you by Bartlett.
Yeah, right.
Look, he just says hi. He's just throwing $20 to say hi. Headed to Ireland. Let's talk. I want to talk about that with you. Also, I want to send you. I have 2 shirts for you, Bartlett. So I'll connect with you offline.
Do you guys have Bartlett's number? For goodness sake, did I didn't give it to you that day?
I email with him. I don't text with him.
That's fine. Yeah, I do that.
We talked to his
we talked to his people.
We talked to
his people.
Yeah.
But thank you for the supers. Keep them coming. Let's game on. Go ahead.
All right, so guys, ready? The next one is player you trust the most. And here are the nominees.
Ooh.
Andrew Thomas, Jackson Dart, Brian Burns. Guest of honor, man. Who did you pick?
I picked Andrew Thomas.
It's a good one.
Yeah, solid.
I picked Andrew Thomas. The award does not say health included.
Yes, right.
Because when he's on the field, I still can't believe that Liz Frank injury is real. That's real. Yeah. And I did 20 minutes one day of my medical research of reading about it and finding out what is it about? And it's about, especially for tackles, if he was an interior lineman, I wouldn't really think twice about it, but it's about pushing off the foot and the quickness that you get off the foot and the strength of the foot and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, oh my God, AT is a guy he's not necessarily the powerful guy, but man, he's athletic and that's how he wins. And is this Liz Frank injury going to change anything? No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
No, it's not. You don't even know. You don't even what I love about AT the most is you sometimes don't even know that he's there because he just locks
in the best way
down.
Yeah.
You don't know that he's doing what he's got to do. And there is a reason why more than edge, more than wide receiver 1, there is a reason why I think left tackle is the second most important position in football. And I think he is the personification of it. If he is on the field, there is some sort of hope for having an offense that you can watch.
I was going to say an NFL offense, yeah.
Versus an offense that you cannot watch. So Andrew Thomas is my award winner here.
I'll be quick. Same answer. It's Andrew Thomas, and I think this year proves it more than ever. Maybe Dexter Lawrence, previously would be a guy that you never had to worry about. You could always trust him. But my trust is broken. I'm a scorned lover now, and Andrew Thomas is the answer. Rock solid.
Yeah. TP Wade just actually said in the comments he never thought Dex would not deserve to be on this list, and I mean that's where we're at. Yeah, listen. Shout out to Brian Burns, has been amazing this year. Well, he's been a warrior. I love that guy. But I have to go with Andrew Thomas as well, guys. That guy from the second he jumped in, and he played only half the snaps. He dominated from Jump Street after a bad. You said, Justin, the injury was scary, but apparently it was like the worst version of it that Andrew Thomas went through. That's why it took so long. That's why we were all so damn worried. Everybody's like, hey, if we get 60% of Andrew Thomas, that's still good. And now he looks like 100% of his old self. It's amazing. And this is why you don't trade away a 26-year-old star left tackle. You keep his ass because he makes the offense look like this.
Amen.
Totally agree, guys. Listen, drum roll, please. Let's get right to the winner.
I mean, it's easy. Easy.
Andrew Thomas, guys.
Lock it
Land.
up.
We don't need to say anymore. Now, guys, I just want to apologize to Andrew Thomas because I said when he comes back, the offensive line is still going to look like doo-doo. I was
Put some respect
wrong.
on his name.
Right? I was completely wrong here. The offensive line actually looked cohesive. It looked like a unit. And, man, they were protecting Jackson Dart. It was looking great at it, too. And the run lanes that were opening up for Cam. Oh, my God. Andrew Thomas, we need you. Please,
Beautiful.
please just stay healthy. Please. The best ability is availability. Be available. Just sit, man. But hands down, man. Player you can trust the most. Andrew Thomas is the winner, hands down. Guys, I have a different category in chat. Get in here because we need y'all opinion on here as well. But the next category is kicker you hate the most, okay? And this one's going to be Graham Gano. The other one's going to be Jude. Is his name Jude McIntyre? All right.
McIntyre.
And also,
close enough. I like
Mikatamane?
Nicotamane.
Yes.
That's
And I chuckle every time.
names. It's so bad.
It is. And I chuckle every time I say this person's name, Young Ho Cool. All right, did I say that right?
Hyung Hui. It's actually Hyung Hui.
I think it's Young Hui.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
Yes.
But Young
But
Ho.
Young Ho is
so much
obviously
more fun.
Young Ho is definitely
how we
Yes.
say it here.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you right now.
That's
And Justin,
Young Ho.
who did you pick out of this kicker you hate the most, brother?
You know, I kind of want to change my mind now because I had an idea for a thought, but I'm not going to change my mind since I know you made a graphic.
Hey.
I'm going to go with Graham Gano, but also it's not his fault because he's old and he's just getting hurt. So I don't want to blame him. The Giants and Joe Shane chose to give him a contract extension, which they don't want to cut him from. And now he's just old and getting hurt and nicely collecting his paycheck that the team chose to give to him and not cut him over this past offseason. So I guess I will go with Graham Gano, even though it's not his fault.
It's never a man's fault for getting paid. Right?
No.
Fair.
And he's old. He's old. He's
Right.
an old man.
Yes,
He
yes.
hasn't been good.
Right. It was a lifetime ago when in Carolina he hit a 60-something yarder against us. Like that was
7 years ago. That was yes, it was 7 years ago.
Insane. Insane.
Anyway, I'm going with Mikatamane because what he did when he came in and missed the extra points in that game was so unacceptable for any athlete. You know, you see these Pat McAfee clips where these college kids get up and they could kick a ball. And this guy who's done nothing but practice this for how long misses 2 extra points. Like it's honest. At 42 years old, I get up there and make at least 1 out of 2 without stretching. Like that's how easy it is. And this guy missed 2. It's unacceptable. And it's him. I hate him. And I really hate him. I do.
High speed.
You know what? It's so irrational that I have this much hate for a guy that's only kicked once, but I just can't stand. And maybe it's the hair. I don't know. Maybe it's I don't know what it is. I'm sorry, Jude. I love you, man. You shouldn't be here. You probably shouldn't be here. This guy was a backup at Rutgers. He didn't even have the full starting
So
job.
how do you make it as a pro?
Here's the funny
There's
thing.
only 32 jobs.
You want to know? Here's the funny thing. He didn't technically even. No, this is messed up to say. He didn't even technically make it on the pros. He's an international pathway exemption player.
Yes.
Oh my!
He's
God.
Sandro Platzgummer.
Oh my God!
Yes.
Yo, that's insane. By the way,
But just all you had to do was hit 1. All you had to do is hit 1 extra point, and this season could have been different. And now you have all my hate. Unfortunately, buddy.
All right, speed drum roll, please. The winner is, guys, Of course, man.
Oh,
Jude
stupid face.
Makatami.
Look at that. And we even
Look
cut
at his
off
face.
the top of his head. Look at that flat head he's got too.
Yeah, we didn't even clip that. That's just how his head is.
Exactly.
Can I give an argument for Koo?
Yeah,
Yeah,
please.
Yeah, sure.
I'm going to give an argument here.
Ridgewood's finest.
Because if he clearly Makatami beat Koo out in practice.
Yeah, I guess so, right?
Oh,
They had
there was
it.
how bad is
there
he?
was some sort of battle that happened in practice
Must not have been good.
that made the Giants coaching staff say, you know what? You're the right guy. Koo, former NFL player, at one point, like,
He was
really
great in
good,
Atlanta.
popular
Stud
kicker,
kicker.
clutch kicker, like
Fantasy
really good at one
gem.
point.
Fantasy gem.
So even though
Yes, he
he's
was.
never actually played for the Giants, I think I might actually hate him the most because, dude,
For
you're like
letting
a
him-
legit,
You're right.
you're like a legit NFL kicker, and you let an international pathway exemption backup kicker at Rutgers beat you out.
You're not wrong on that. You are not. I didn't think about it that way. You're right. You're right.
That's
It's
what I
a,
thought
it's a
about
really
your
good.
mind.
It is a good point though. But I think we went to camp and Gano wasn't ready yet, if I remember correctly. And this 99 guy, right? That was Makatamani.
Oh
And
yeah,
he was
they're
out
all-
there.
They're all
And
tossing
I remember
the
watching
ball
him kick,
back
and I'm like,
forth.
this guy's got no power. There is no
He's not a
zip.
bad kicker.
His fastball has no zip. Like they're like
You know how
There it goes. There it goes. There it goes.
The
You know
power
how
of the
half the
Irish.
league-
It was the Irish. That's Irish on Irish crime, and he said, "Nope, I'm not going to allow it."
Yeah, exactly.
You know how half the league is making like 57 yards, 60 yards for
Yeah,
like it's nothing.
right. We can hit chip shots.
We're having trouble with extra points here in East Rutherford. So
Oh boys,
Absolutely insane.
What-
guys,
what-
of
what's
course,
going on
man.
up there?
he'll come back.
He's
If he
coming.
touches his mic, it's everything just explodes. Just
And right now it's
explodes.
exploding on him, and you can see the first. Now, if you guys know Hefe behind the scenes,
I'd love
right
it.
now he
Ah!
is
Now, if
sweating.
you know
He's
him,
gone. He is sweating right now. Okay, he is sweating as we speak.
Smoke is going out of his ears.
But guys, of course, we got to keep going, man, because we got to give
Show
out some
must
more
goes on.
awards, and we got a couple more left. But the worst loss of the season. Here are the nominees. All right, that's mean the worst loss in Giants. All right, the Cowboys, Broncos, and Saints. Justin, who did you pick, man? The worst loss of the season of this Giants
Brutal.
season.
Man,
I thought this was supposed to be fun.
There's two that are close, but I got to give it to the Broncos because you're coming off that Eagle win. And I'm thinking to myself, the most dangerous thing in sports is when you root for a bad team and then you start to get expectations. Because you want to know what happens when you root for a bad team and then you have expectations? They break your heart. They break your heart. They break your heart. And what
Yes,
did
they
they
do.
do against the Broncos? They beat the Eagles. They're 2-1 in the Dart era. The only game that they lost was a 5-turnover game, little fluky. They kicked the crap out of the Broncos for 3 quarters, and then they stomp on our hearts. The Broncos is the worst.
I agree. Hef.
I think I know what this question was. Sorry, I had to step
Oh yeah,
out.
sorry. The worst loss of the season. Go ahead.
Worst loss.
Category. The nominees are Cowboys, Broncos, and
Yeah,
Saints. Yeah, bro.
even though the Cowboys is a division loss, hated team, it was Russell Wilson, and now you look at that game for what it was. Denver hurt so fucking bad, and maybe it was the build up, and there was a lot of talk between Giants and Broncos fans leading up to that. We had a live stream. We had so many phenomenal moments during that game of celebrating like we haven't in years. Like I remember picking Eli up, like being so excited, like lifting him off the ground, and like that we haven't had that feeling in so long. So to do that 19-0 and then have it all go away, even after scoring 2 touchdowns, it was the most painful loss in recent memory. It was bad. It took me way longer than a day to get over the depression of that one. Denver.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
sweet.
I have to agree, man. Like, that's when I the glimmer of hope came out. The wind came out of sails a little bit. Like, because I knew this Eagles game was going to be really tough afterwards, but I knew if we won that Broncos game, we are going into that Eagles game with so much juice, and that I truly felt that that's a different game. But like, it just took the wind out of the sails. You could feel it in the fan base. We had our worst show potentially in years after that, and like it just was a.
We should
black
delete
cloud
it.
over
We
us.
should delete it from
Yeah,
the internet.
Just
Yeah.
delete it from.
Don't watch
existence,
it.
dude.
Do not watch it.
I kind of want.
But yeah, it was-
you
it
don't
was-
want it.
You don't. Don't watch it alone.
Yeah, right.
Have
But
a
guys,
friend.
Spee, let's figure out who the winner is, man.
That was it. Okay, let's do it. I mean, we know.
Ah, the
Yeah.
worst loss of
Yeah.
the season, absolutely the Denver Broncos, guys. I remember the elation we had. We was up for
It was
3
live stream,
quarters,
yeah.
high-fiving, live streaming. We lost our voice, how much cheering we did
Yes.
that day. But I remember that fourth quarter hit, and Speed whispers in my ear, yo, I think we got this. And I said, Speed, hold on. The clock needs to read 0, 0, 0.
Did I say that?
And I think
I don't think I said
Jimmy,
that.
you were
Did
happy.
I-
One of
did
those
I-
guys.
did
One of
I
those guys.
say that?
And I was like, we gotta wait till the game is over. Anything can happen. And long and behold, we're sitting there, fourth quarter, 0, 0, 0. Our mouths were open wide. We couldn't believe it, man. And that is probably the worst,
I don't
one of the
believe it.
worst losses in Giants history right there, man.
Really?
Ugh, terrible. Guys, I got this special award, and we're gonna give this out every single year because only Giants fans will know how we represent like this award here. Will know where it's coming from the bottom of our hearts. All right.
Oh, yeah.
You must be a Giants fan to know this, which is freaking hilarious. So, guys, the last award, which is prestige on here, to New York Revival.
Prestige.
Prestige.
Worldwide.
This is
Wow.
like album of the
Wow.
year.
Oats
This is
and
like the
hoes.
record of the
Oats and
year.
hoes.
All right. So this one is the Matt Dodge Awards. Guys, if you know, you know. All right. Here are the nominees: Brian Dayball, Shane Bowen, or John Mara.
So
Ouch.
much to love about these outfits. So
just-
much to love.
Guest of honor, Justin.
Dodge.
Who did you pick out of here, brother?
You know, it does make me feel a little bit better that I already experienced that Matt Dodge game in 2010.
I was
Because
at it
honestly,
too.
no other loss
Oh,
will compare. You want to know why no other loss will compare? Because in 2010, I was 12 years old. So you want to know what? I was a child. And I took that very personally. And now I'm an adult. And I think I could deal with bad things a little bit better compared to when I was 12.
yeah.
So
You would
nothing
think
will
so.
ever beat that. Even Broncos,
you're right.
whatever. Playoff loss.
Did you cry? Did you cry? Tell us.
No, I was
Okay, good.
quiet. I was silent.
Oh, that's even
I-
worse.
That's the worst.
I like questioned. I questioned a lot of things that day.
I hate when my wife does that. Yeah,
Like,
just
like,
That's the
why-
day I lost Jesus. That day.
like the existence. Like what?
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
Why are
Like,
we here?
All these things. Why are we here?
Thanks, Giants.
We were going to the. I remember that day in the crowd. I was 12 years old, going to the game with my dad, and I'm like, I was dancing, and I said, "We're going to the playoffs because if they won that game, that
Yep.
would have like
It was
helped
locked
them.
up.
Yeah.
That would have helped
Well,
like the
it's-
division, I think, or even
Yep.
wild card, something. It like would have
Yeah.
helped."
Yeah.
And he said, "Wait." he said, "I don't hear no
Right.
fat lady say." He said,
Yeah,
Right.
"I don't
Too.
hear no fat lady."
knew.
singing."
He knew.
He was
I-
right.
All right.
I was at
that.
that game.
Yeah.
Last real quick. I went to go take a piss when Matt Dodge was punting that ball.
Why did you do that?
There's no way. I was like, there's no way they're gonna even kick it to him. I was
You
like,
were
he's gonna kick
saved.
it
You were
20
saved
yards.
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
having the experience.
But then I heard too many people yelling. I'm coming in. My two buddies are coming out, and they didn't let me get back to my seats. They just
Damn.
dejected face, and
I can't imagine what it was like leaving the stadium that day.
it was one of the
I
worst
would have flipped
feelings
over a
I've
car for
experienced.
no
It was
reason.
quiet. I think it was. I
It
think
was
besides
complete-
Eagle fans, you probably could hear a pin drop amongst Giants fans.
Yeah.
Oh my God! So now that we
All
got rid of that misery,
Anyways,
you guys
anyways,
know and
that's- this-
understand.
we're saying the scene for the
award.
award, okay?
Yes, you understand what the award's about. All
Hero,
right?
you said there's no way that they can kick it to him. So I'm going to give this award to Brian Dable because there's no way that they can make the same mistakes that they've made over and over again.
Oh, God.
But they have. The issue of Jackson Dart having promise and showing promise and having hope is that the way that the New York Football Giants have lost football games this year, it's been similar to the last 3 years. Like I don't necessarily feel like I'm watching a different team when they lose, even though Jackson Dart is providing a good amount of hope for the future of the team, but that future of the team just may not include the people that are running it. So out of the three that are mentioned here, out of Mara, Bowen, and Dable, Dable's the one who, at the end of the day, is responsible for bringing back Shane Bowen, no matter how much we don't like Shane Bowen. If Dable really didn't believe in him, why did you bring him back? So I will go Brian Dable.
Oh, hef.
It's John Mara for me because, similar to you can't fault a man for getting paid. You can fault the man who writes the checks. And it's John Mara pulling the strings. And it's John Mara hiring these people, hiring his family members, and just allowing this cycle of misery to continue. John Mara hired Joe Shane, and it goes down the chain to Dable and Bowen. But it always starts at the top. And until he makes significant changes, it's going to be more of the same. I rest my case, Your Honor.
Speed.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna split the baby here. Shane Bowen for me.
Split the baby? Is that the phrase?
Yeah. She never. Yeah, you guys went that way. We're gonna make it an even third. So yeah, he should have been here in the first place. They gave him the good players. You're like, okay, maybe with the new players, that shitty system last year will be better. No, it hasn't gotten better. It's arguably got worse. They just haven't learned. He came here for run defense. That was his calling card, and we've been terrible since the day he started coordinating. And it's just a complete and utter failure. He doesn't disguise anything. He's not aggressive. He's soft. I hate him. Get him out.
Now, Speed, before you release the winner and drop the drum
like
roll, let me just say this first, okay? This was very hard for me as a tiebreaker, all right? Because they all deserve pretty much this award, all right? They all do. So you could argue who it is. So, guys, I was sitting there in a conundrum, and I'm like, who the hell am I going to pick? Who's more deserving of this award? So the winner is, drum roll, please.
Wow.
Tiebreaker for me. And look at his face. Why not?
I hate
Why not?
As much as this defense, I hate his face.
Me watching Deshaun Jackson run that pump back for a touchdown. That's
the face. I knew I recognized that face.
And listen,
100%
guys,
right.
I was like, hey, why the hell not Shane Bowen? At least when Wink Martindale was here and the defense wasn't that good as far as statistically, they looked confident. They were attacking with a little bit of players they had.
They attacked.
Right? And now that you have the talent around you and the Kayvon Thibodeaux, the Abdul Carters, the Brian Burns, man, you can't do nothing. It's still the bottom of the barrel of the league.
Look at his face right now.
You can't do anything right. The only thing you do is get on the mic and go, all right, put everything on me. I should have my best players out there. Well, how come freaking people in Madden knows to put their best players out there and instead of playing prevent? How? You are a professional head coach or defensive coordinator. Listen, I'm sorry. I got to calm down here. But Shane Bowen, you get the award. You're terrible. Please clean house. Or at least start with you. Please. But that's it, guys. That's all I got.
Enough of his face. I had to get rid of his face. I couldn't.
That was great. Hey, guys, we hit 1,000. That was, we wanted to get 1,000 in here. Justin is good for business. Thank you, Justin, and everybody.
Absolutely. Now, guys, of course, man, before we get out of here, we have to quickly preview the next game coming up here. Who do they have? I don't even know who the hell
49ers
hosting San Fran.
Oh, shit, huh? Look at this.
We're back at home.
All right. So, Justin, give me your quick predictions, and we'll get up out of here.
Yeah. I think Kyle Shanahan is gonna have Shane Bowen for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I don't care who's active. I don't care who's at quarterback. It looks like Brock Purdy's going to be ready to go anyway. But
of course,
naturally, right? I think on both sides. I think you have Kyle Shanahan obviously running that offense. You got Robert Saleh running that defense. I just think you see the amount of guys that have been hurt on that team and how they've been ready to play football every single week. Meanwhile, the Giants have, granted they have a couple injuries compared to the 49ers who have lost Kittle, the quarterback. They're down 3 wide receivers.
Fred Warner, Osa.
Fred Warner. They're down Kittle. I might have repeated Kittle.
They're best players.
I don't want to hear about injuries. I don't want to hear about
Pearsall, Jennings. They've lost everybody. Yeah. But as everyone expected, McCaffrey is their reliable, healthy weapon.
and they find a way to show up and play and perform and compete. So I do think the 49ers have their way this Sunday.
I don't think it's going to be a beatdown. I think the Giants will compete. They will have opportunities to win the game, but they won't because they're the Giants. And this is what life has become. But I do think this is. I mean, who on offense? I just don't have faith in anyone but Jackson Dart to really break a game open. I think Tyron Tracy is service.
All right. Would you have faith in Slayton if he scored? That should have been a touchdown. Should have been a touchdown over one of the best.
He did his part.
Backs.
I give him a lot of shit. I'll give him credit. I even put out a tweet. I challenge you to make a big catch for your quarterback. One fucking time. And he did his part. He fought for that ball. That was a terrible call. And he deserved a touchdown on that play. Yeah. I don't know if it would change my mind because it's one play. He still dropped a first down slant that we needed. I don't know. He's not a big play. He's not a real threat. Yeah. I think he's just there. And Wan'Dale is not a game breaker. I don't think anybody's scared of Wan'Dale either. So I think it's a Theo Johnson. Can you be that's where we're at? Who's the offensive weapon that's going to really make defenses worry? I don't think we have it. And they have a coaching advantage majorly, as Justin said.
So, guys, really quick, I'll sum this up really quick. The Giants aren't going to win this game. Let's be honest, not going to win this game. Listen, it's going to be a blowout. Listen, I want to be optimistic. I want to love this team, and it's going to be a blowout. I think the Giants 7-28. Unfortunately, San Francisco will take that 28.
I do
it. Always reverse the score. Always reverse the score. I don't know why I do that. I apologize. But Sean's gonna kick my ass later for that. Shout out to Sean Moretz, friend of the show.
Oh yeah, that bothered Sean a lot.
right. So kick my ass later.
What bothered Sean? So I know to do it now.
His doing the reverse score. So like Eli said.
Oh, I did that once, and that bothered him too.
Yeah.
See, he gave me hell. Shout out to Sean for that.
Oh my god, I did that once too. He's like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, just so you know, if you ever want to get under Sean's skin, that's the way.
Ever.
Do it. But Justin, if you can, man, let the people know what you got going on. Of course, they know you. They're here for you. They're not here for New York Revival, for goodness sake.
No, stop it. They're here for all of us, man. That's what I love about what everybody's doing. So talking Giants. We'll be live after the game. Every Sunday, every Monday, whenever they play, we'll be live recapping it. I'll have an episode tomorrow. It's a solo ep, but I kind of did a deep dive on a lot of stuff. I gave new and refreshing thoughts on Joe Shane and Brian Dable's futures. Sean Morash and I will be back previewing the team, previewing the matchup on Friday. And then I'm doing some fun stuff over at JM Football as well. A lot of shorts and then also a lot of trivia videos throughout the week too that go out on that channel. So appreciate you guys for having me on as always, and we're gonna catch up soon.
Let's go now, Justin. If you can, hang on backstage if you can, brother. We gotta talk to you a little further. If that's guys, sports show that Justin Penik of the Giants. Thank you so much for being here, brother, man. And we get to do this again, man. This is awesome, man. Appreciate you.
Sorry, we lost your audio just for a second there. I don't know if it was your mic or the music.
He was sending you off in a great way.
For real, man? Yo, you here? Am I here now?
We got you now.
All right, perfect. My apologies there. It must have been the audio that I hit the button there because I usually have to do that. But thank you so much, man. Hang out backstage, brother. Hopefully you heard that part. Hang out backstage. We want to talk to you a little bit further. But, of course, guys, Justin Penik, talking Giants, man. Awesome. What a freaking guest that is. Always awesome to have him on here, man. You want to talk about it? Speed, before we get out of here, you got some bills to pay. You got some debts to pay.
Oh shit! I almost got out of this show without having to do this.
You don't want to have Justin on for this? I feel like Justin should have a front row seat to this. Okay, yeah.
I'll read it. If it's an ad read, I love ad reads.
No,
this is worse.
This is not the kind of bill you want
to
take care of.
Yeah, you don't want to take this bill. Go ahead, brother.
So. I lost a bet. I bet that with my family.
I don't want to see this.
My brother-in-law that the Giants would keep this game within 5 points. And the bet was, if I won, if I covered the spread, he would have to come on the show and say a nice recited poem about how great the Giants are. If I lost, I had to sing "Fly Eagles Fly" on the show. So I'm going to sing "Fly Eagles Fly" on this damn show of ours. All right, here goes, boys. Whew. All right. Fly, Eagles, fly. On the road to victory.
Move this man!
Fly, Eagles, fly. Touchdown, 1, 2, 3. Hit them low, hit them high, and watch those Eagles fly. Fly, Eagles, fly. On the road to victory. Eagles, you fucking suck. Eagles.
Now that's how you do it.
Good finish.
That's how
Good
you
finish.
And of course, guys, shout out to the 1,151 people who was watching us today. We do appreciate all the support. If you can, please hit that thumbs up. Go over there to YouTube, hit that subscribe button. It'll really help us out. If you're on X, man, hit that follow button and tap the notification bell. Don't forget we're on SpyTunes, you hear me? Spotify and iTunes as well, all right? Go over there and support, man. On behalf of my brothers, man, you guys know what they are. And that's Mr. Glass half full of nets.
Speed the genius.
I just
Shout
can't
out
look.
Shohei Ohtani. Shout out Shohei Ohtani, one of the best baseball players we've ever saw. That's it.
Way to try and take the attention off that song we all just witnessed.
Thank you.
I gotta change the vibe.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I feel like I've been cheated on. My heart hurts a little bit.
Yo, I just want to say
Now I have
this.
to
Shout
send
out
them
to
that
the
video.
to the
That's
Wagner
the clip
boys, Staten Island here, bowling team. They advanced to the next round. My
Hey,
son's
yeah,
on there.
let's go.
Shout out to
Let's
man.
go,
Shout
Nick.
out to those guys. Shout out to those guys. Keep killing it, my
Hey,
kid.
Justin's a
Keep
bowler. Justin can help.
Really?
Look at that.
You
Yeah.
want private lessons?
Yeah.
What's
Just
the
saying.
average? What's the average there? What's the average?
190s.
Oh shit.
This.
That's what
Okay,
that's what Eli wanted to talk to you after the show
Okay.
about. Actually,
Yeah,
let's
yeah,
go.
yeah.
Let's
Bowling.
Let's wait. All right, so and of course, my brother LFA with the big cojones. He's amazing, trailblazing humor god himself, and of course, our brother talking Giants, one half duo. He does everything though. Justin Penik, and of course, it's your boy Eli Rax, aka Vibes. We see you guys on the next one. Peace and blessings. Nate, take us up.
Revival, I'm in the building.
Let's go.
Live with the Woodlard Roar!
Let's go.
Let's go.